Hey, thanks for joining me. I'm Carlton Duncan. I want to wish everyone a happy new year. I hope everyone's having a fantastic new year. Today, I'm going to do something special that I've never done before. I found about a 4-pound yak brisket. It's a small one. That's all my wife and I need. So I've never done one before, but we're going to give this a shot. You're going to want to hang around to the end because you're going to want to see how this turns out. So let's get going. Okay, we're just going to keep this rather simple. The first thing I'm going to do is just put a light coat of yellow mustard on it. Don't need a whole lot. Yak meat is, it's kind of between a buffalo and a beef, or bison and beef. It's a little denser meat than beef. It's a little sweeter. It's really good meat that I've had so far. I've done some ribs and I've actually done a hump roast. So we're going to try some brisket here. And what I'm going to use for the rub is I'm going to use the same rub we used on the tri-tip roast that we did. This is just the leftover rub. It's black pepper, salt, granulated garlic, Ancho Chili Powder, and Smoked Paprika. I will put the recipe for it right over here, or over here. Want to be to the side here, and it's really easy. It's just a simple rub, and we're just gonna put us a good coat on it. And we're just using the mustard as a binder. You're not going to taste it in any way. So, all right, give that a good pat. All right, now we're going to turn this over. If my pan doesn't run off on me. Now we're going to put a little mustard on this side. Give it a good rub in. Make sure you want to get all the edges too. So, all right. Now we're going to put a good coat of this on this side. This is a really good, just a basic rub. It's really good on beef. I've used it on pork too, and it works really good on pork. Let me get this edge here, real good. So, like I say, this is only about a 4-pound brisket, so it's not that big, but that's plenty enough for my wife and I to try out. So, okay, that's all we're gonna do to this brisket. We've got it seasoned up. I'm going to go out and get my smoker going. We're going to be doing it on the Bradley smoker today, and we're going to be using oak pucks or biscuits in it. So let me go get it going, and I'll be right back. Okay, we got our pit up to temp. We're going to be cooking this at about 230 degrees on our Bradley electric smoker, and we're using oak biscuits in it. So let's go get it on. All right, we're going to get this right in here. We're going to put it on the second rack down. I've got a meat probe that we're going to run right in here. Okay, the yak brisket has hit about 165 degrees internal, and I pulled it off. I'm going to wrap it in aluminum foil. I'm going to double wrap it in aluminum foil to finish it up. Wrap it up really good. Nice and tight. Okay, our brisket hit 201. I probed it and it probed tender. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to open this. I pulled it off. I'm going to open this, let it breathe a little bit so that cooking stops. And I'm gonna let it sit here about 10 minutes, and then I'll come back and then we're gonna get this finished up. So I'll be right back. Okay, our yak roast is set about 15 minutes. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna close this back up since it's actually stopped the cooking process. Close this back up. Now I'm gonna wrap it in this old towel, old clean towel that I've got. And I'm gonna set it in this clean cooler. Just set it down in here. Okay, we're gonna let it sit here for an hour, then I'll be back. We're gonna slice this baby up. Okay, our brisket's rested for an hour. So before we cut it up, let's just kind of go over what we did. We started out with a 3.5 to 4 pound yak brisket. And we mixed up some black pepper, salt, granulated garlic, Ancho Chili Powder, and some smoked paprika, and made a rub out of it. And the description or the recipe for that will be down in the description. And we put a light coat of mustard on it as a binder. We smoked it on our Bradley smoker with oak biscuits till it reached a temperature of 165 internal, and it had the bark that we wanted. Then we wrapped it, double wrapped it in aluminum foil. We put it back on, and at 198, I checked it at 198 degrees internal temperature. I checked it, and it still had some resistance. So I kept checking it as time went on, and whenever it hit about 203 is whenever it probed tender. I pulled it, wrapped it in opened it up, let it breathe for a few minutes to stop the cooking, wrapped it up in an old towel, put it in the cooler for 1 hour. Now we're ready to cut it up. So let's cut this up and see how it turned out. Boy, this thing smells amazing. And boy, look at the juice coming out of it. I cut it down to where it was almost to the point. Now I'm just going to cut it the opposite way. Ooh. Yeah, it's got the texture and somewhere between beef and bison. Got an excellent flavor though. So thanks a lot for joining me, and hope you give yak meat a try because it's really, really good. I'm impressed. All the act that I've cooked so far, the rib, the hump roast, and now the brisket, it's really good. So thanks a lot for joining me. I want to send a special thanks out to all my subscribers and everyone who comes in and watches my videos. I really appreciate it. I want to send a special thanks out to all the men and women who are in the military that are serving overseas. And I want to send a special thanks out to all the police officers, paramedics, EMTs, firefighters, and everybody else that protect us and keep us safe every day. Thank you very much.